draft environmental impact statement that the NRC staff has prepared to assist it in making a decision on a license application that the NRC received from DTE Energy to build and operate a new nuclear power plant at the Fermi site. And in that role, I'm going to try to help all of you to have a productive meeting. And I want to spend a few minutes talking about meeting process issues so that you know what to expect. Tell you about some simple ground rules that will help us to have a productive meeting. To give you some information about the draft environmental impact statement, what some of the findings are, and how that environmental impact statement fits into the NRC decision on whether to grant the license. The second part of the meeting is to give the NRC an opportunity to listen to you, to your concerns, your advice, your recommendation. In terms of the public comment part of the meeting, let me assure you that anything you say tonight is going to be a formal comment on the record. And if you hear something tonight that you want to amplify on, feel free to do so. We've asked everybody who wants to talk tonight to fill out a yellow card, and that gives us an idea how to budget the time. Some people have signed up in advance for the meeting. When we get to the comment period, I'm going to ask that the individual commenter either come up to this podium or that podium, whichever is easy. NRC staff are here to listen carefully to you, and they will carefully evaluate the comments and the questions that they hear. In terms of ground rules, just please hold all your questions. Second ground rule, I would ask that only one person at a time. We have our stenographer here, Ron LeGrand, who's going to be taking the transcript, and one person at a time allows him to know who is speaking and correctly identify that person in the transcript. There are two agency decisions underway here. One is the NRC decision on whether to grant the license application. The other decision is the Corps of Engineers decision on whether to grant the permits needed to do certain work at the site in preparation for this new reactor. We know that there are many concerns that people might have in addition to this new reactor that's under consideration for licensing.
Good evening. I am Tony Shaw. I'm the branch chief of the Environmental Project Branch in the NRC. On behalf of the NRC and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, I would like to thank all of you for giving us this opportunity to come here to present our draft environmental impact statement on Fermi Unit 3, as well as, more importantly, to receive comments from you so we can take back and address those in consideration for the final draft environmental impact statement. First, let me begin by saying, describing to you NRC's mission. Mission is to license and regulate the civilian use of the radioactive materials and to protect the public health and safety and to protect the environment as well.
My name is Bruce Olson, and thanks to all of you for coming out to give us your feedback on the draft environmental impact statement.
Mic check. Mic check. Whereas the Nuclear Regulatory Commission Region 3 has a clear. Whereas the Nuclear Regulatory Commission Region 3 has a clear record of putting profit and production ahead of health and safety. Has a clear record of putting profit and production ahead of health and safety.
Excuse me.
There is no way to dispose of high-level radioactive waste.
Excuse me. Excuse me, how long long is this going to go on?
Nuclear disaster in history.
You know, you're interfering with many people who have concerns about this plan, who want to make comments about the plan to the NRC. So you're interfering with people's rights.
The NRC is attempting to play a manipulative numbers game using grossly
Okay, how long is this going to go on, sir?
exaggerated and fraudulent projections for Michigan electric usage in this draft environmental impact statement. Using grossly exaggerated and fraudulent projections for Michigan electric usage in this draft environmental impact statement. Whereas the NRC cannot be trusted to protect the citizens of the Great Lakes and the Lake Erie Basin. Whereas the NRC cannot be trusted to protect the citizens of the Great Lakes and the Lake Erie Basin.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen in the audience that came here to participate in this meeting, we're gonna see how long this goes on. Okay, and then when it's over, okay, we're gonna take a break right now. Okay. The meeting is broken right now, and we'll come back, but we're not gonna do that.